Love the hat. I love the hat with Carolyn Gracie. She's such a cutie little gardener. Happy Easter, everybody. If you're up early, if you're going to church, if you're not going to church, we are just so thrilled to have you tune in. This is 3 hours of Silver Style. Normally, Jill Bauer is here. She's with her family this morning. And yet, I could not be more thrilled to be hosting the 3 big hours because we have 3 big hot picks. We have in the first hour, everything's under 50 buckaroonies. So if you're tuning in as an early bird, you are really going to score in this first 60 minutes. This is the last Silver Style before Mother's Day. Hence, we have awesome ideas for gifting her and everybody else on your list, including the most important, which I think is you. And we have the most new in these 3 hours of any Silver Style that we have brought you this entire year. Silver Style. I lived in Mexico for 4 years when I was a kid, literally the unofficial capital of sterling silver. So this entire 3 hours is now all about the it metal of now, which of course is sterling silver, 925. Here's a quick look at some things coming up in these 3 hours. Wow, is it jam-packed. This is a customer top-rated, hot pick forecasted bestseller on the day. You are looking at an ombre, a graduated from light to dark kaleidoscope of Swarovski crystals, done in a concave, solid sterling, gorgeous chunker of a ring. That's first time ever on the 3 easy payments. I will tell you too, all of those Swarovski crystals are set by hand. That is exactly the moniker and the fame behind the Chelsea Taylor line, which is designed by a man and named after his daughter. And if they break one Swarovski crystal when trying to set them in a colored compound, they have to start the whole doggone project over. This is amazing. In 5 color choices, the black is new. Here is a today's special value. Whoo! What a day. Happy Easter to me and you. These are 11mm pearl drop earrings from Honora with a brand new drop design that has them dangle and yet sit frontally so beautifully and perfectly. The size is jagungo. The colors are gorgeous in the teals and the melon that I'm wearing and the gray that was so popular at midnight with Lisa Robertson. White, and then there's one that I'm forgetting. It's called lilac. Buy more, save more. Can you believe 11mm cultured freshwater button pearls are $35 and change? The perfect sweet first lady chic earring for spring if you want to do something a little bit more drippy and droppy than a stud. And by the way, these are awesome. These go back to the ring, and there's another ring, and then there's a great pendant that's going to be second in the show. Again, Chelsea Taylor, known for color, crystals, Swarovski, all hand set, and you're always going to see that gradation, the light to dark, the dark to light, the rainbow effect. This is the inside out hoop. Amazing. The black color is new, sold out in the blue and the purple both days that we had it. Everything is hand set in 925 silver. It's a narrow to chunky kind of oval slight hoop that as well has stones hand placed on the outside, but also linearly on the inside. So girls, whichever way you turn, you are blinging and shining and sparkling from every angle. So Robert Elizondo is going to be here later. He is a wow friend of mine and a really great guy who studied watchmaking in Italy, and this is the only 6 easy pay opportunity in the entire 3 hours. He's bringing us his chain link, textured link. It's a bracelet, but it's a beautiful conversation timepiece. It is all solid silver. It's the only watch in the show. There's a sapphire crown, and it's less than $1 a day. And by the way, I have to tell you right now, this is the evil eye that in Greece is called mati. This on my hand is right next to the watches coming up, the evil eye bracelet that sold out when we debuted it back on, I think it was Creed Silver Week. Love this piece, own it. I'll tell you why it's good luck. And then of course these go with the today's special value. These are private reserve pearls. So those are coming up with Ralph Rossini. So we're gonna get started. Big first hour. Everything in this first 60 minutes is under $50. Early birds, yay. Happy Easter to you. And before you go to church, we're going to have some fun and play. So we're going to dive in to an earring that I adore. And this is an earring that I actually picked out for the big Bonanza silver special that we had come, it must have been what, February or early March when we had that. And they barely were seen by you. I think we showed them ever so briefly for about under 60 seconds and then didn't have time for a full presentation. These are stunning. They are all done in a featherweight sterling wire. The drop is gorgeous. It's 3.5 inches. They hang like peacock feathers from the ear. In fact, I'm going to take off the Today Special Value and pop these on because I adore them. The look is kind of that teardrop marquise shape that really to me mimics, because there are 9 graduated sterling wires in total that are bendable and bendy-roo that make up this earring. So there's kind of the look on the ear, I just think, is absolutely stunning. And yet, because they're done in a really plush, bendable, freeform wire, I'm not joking when I say they feel like a whisper of air on the ear. Now, here's the thing, and obviously I've put them on with way too much, so let me unlayer here so you can get a better look. And the shapes are completely graduated, so what you're seeing is, you know, the marquise within a marquise, the teardrop peacock feather within a peacock feather, but so lightweight. And I love these because, and I pick them because, everybody is doing a big earring right now. Editorial and fashion and runway and department stores and, you know, gals that didn't even do big earrings before, kind of jonesing for the look of a big earring. But big earrings, if they're solid sterling, if they're a solid resin, if they're a big, solid, chunky, bold, oppressive look, can be heavy on the ear and, frankly, a way too fashion forward for those of you that just recently are probably just warming up to the idea of a big earring. Why I love these is because it's done in the delicacy of wire that almost looks like it was, you know, hand twisted and hand formed, and it's so meshy and pliable. What I love about these, and remember, they're under $50. The entire first hour is, and they're all sterling silver. They are so lightweight and airy and see-through because of all that open work that they disappear on the ear, and yet you get that ever so faint silhouette of a big, bold drop earring that at 3.5 inches, I just think when it comes to trend, a tank top, a sweet little sundress, you know, keep it simple or embellish it. You're seeing here Sheila's got all of those sweet little silk applique leaves around her blouse. Everyone's doing, you know, ribbon applique, and or if you just wanted to play it safe and simple and do like a great colored tank or a great sweet light blue cami and a great denim skirt, a thong sandal, this is kind of pops your look. And if you have long hair, awesome. Pull it back, headband, low slung ponytail. But if you have short hair like so many of us ladies do, I just think this is what gives the wow to your look. And again, you don't even feel them on your ear. That's how featherweight they are. But I just think the silhouette as it moves, you know, sometimes they're going to flank the sides of your face, and then sometimes as they move, almost kind of like a wind spinner, they're going to face front, and they've got a slight curve to them. So if you can see that slight curve, they're going to follow the ever so ginger and gentle curve of your jawline and your face. I just think they're a great look for a big, bold earring without looking like a really huge, weighing you down, big, bold earring. This, for me, is kind of like your taste of organics. I think the shape really mimics the colors and the shape of a peacock feather. So there's something very animal instinct about these. But there's also, with their teardrop shape, something that's really flattering around the face. Comes with stoppers on that shepherd's hook. They're going to glide in your ear easily, but because they weigh like nothing, like a whisper, like a breeze, you're going to want to use the white stoppers so that they're protected from gliding out of your ears. They are brand new this season. We'll tell you right now, at under $36, awesome way to pepper in a little slight trend into your wardrobe. You know, if you've got a teenager, a 20-something, or if you yourself are in your 50s, and you're trying to take your Denim & Company and kick it up a notch, maybe you wear that cute little cotton tunic with grosgrain ribbon trim, and then you add a great pop of fun earring. So those are fabulous. Those are $35 and change. Those I'm a huge fan of. And as I said, pick those for the Big Bonanza Silver Special back in, I don't know, February or March, and then we never got around to them, really. All right, sorry, I'm now, thank you, my producer Frank, who you're going to hear a lot of this hour. He said March 1st. That was March 1st. Okay, we're heading right into our second piece in our big 3-hour extravaganza, which is so fun because we have more new in these 3 hours than we've ever brought you since the beginning of a year in the Silver Style Show. And what's really cool about this next piece, A, it's the only sale piece in the entire 3 hours. Marked down $13, and it's the first piece that's going to kick off kind of a 3 hours of silver style dedicated to and featuring a big designer in our fashion sterling assortment called Chelsea Taylor, which is all about Swarovski crystal and color. Oh, look at this. All right, so I'm going to pop a color swatch under here, and what color will I go for? Nobody is the wiser, and no one knows where I'm going, and let's try a little bit of pop of pink. This is Chelsea Taylor. This is a designer you're going to see a lot of. This, by the way, is an O pennant, which I'll tell you right out of the gate has so much movement, whether it's the circle of love, the circle of life. It's all suspended from an encrusted bale. Every time you see sparkle, those are Swarovski crystals. So really the elite of faceted crystal. This is an 18-inch sterling box chain made in Italy. The chain is. And then dangling from it with that ever so kind of effervescent movement and also color gradation, because it's going from dark to light. That's exactly what Chelsea Taylor, the brand, is known for. Swarovski crystal and a series of colors that almost go from dark to light like a watercolor painting. All of those crystals, including those that continue all the way up the bale, are all placed by hand. And by the way, I'm just going to pepper in a few items to tease you. This is a hot pick on the day. This is coming up. 5 colors, customer top rated. Is that incredible? Almost looks like the lights suspended atop Times Square. So that matches. As well, if I can just reach over in my little box of goodies, these darlings, speaking of Times Square, the ball that's dropping on New Year's Eve, are coming up from Chelsea Taylor. This is a necklace that is marked down $13. And I think that's extraordinary when I tell you what goes into making this. And we're going to see a lot of Chelsea Taylor over these 3 hours, so I will not ruin and tell the whole story now. I'll keep you teasing throughout. But essentially, there is a person, a man, a woman with tweezers and eyeglasses and a monocle, and boy, their back must hurt by the time this chore is done. They hand place every single one of those colored Swarovski crystals by hand in a colored resin compound so that the backdrop to what these crystals are placed in matches the crystals itself. And if one crystal breaks in the process, they got to start over. So it's an incredibly labor-intensive piece, and yet so fashion-forward, because every time in Chelsea Taylor you will see 2 things: crystals and color. Crystals and color, which is what makes it so fun for the summer season, because this is all about crystals and color and pop and fun. And of course, with open necklines, you're just going to pop this with a V-neck or a scoop neck or a strapless or a cute bandeau top, a sundress. Just love the circular formation because it's so great for, you know, if your initial is an O, or if it's the circle of life, or, you know, the O is so big in, you know, Chinese symbolism and nature. And so I just think this is a really cool piece. The price is so right, and we're going to run to the phones, but the Chelsea Taylor line, oh no, we're not, so sorry, we're way out of time. But the Chelsea Taylor line is out of New York City. She is the daughter of the designer, so how sweet that her dad loves his line of jewelry so much that he's named it after his daughter, and she must love his pieces. So lots of them coming up, including 2 hot picks later on in these 3 hours of Silver Style. Check those out, because there's that ring and there's that fabulous inside-out hoop that I was sharing with you. Well, Austin Powers this Easter morning. You know, I have to say one thing about QVC and our silver selection. And by the way, if you love sterling silver like I do, like I've been wearing it for 20 years, and frankly, I don't even feel old enough to say that, but it's true. If you love our sterling silver, and if you're picking up anything in the show, call our testimonial line. Of all days on Easter, I would love to talk to you and hear why you love our assortment so much, because I'll tell you, with our buying power, you will not at retail find the prices, the assortment, the variety, all of that, as you will here at the Q. Remember, this whole first hour is under $50. Early birds unite. We're about to bring you the hoop that is the it earring for now, for summer, for spring. These are all sterling silver, and all 3 sizes are under $30. And, by the way, sidebar, they're diamond cut. So when you get in nice and close, you'll see that as you move, they bling, they radiant starburst, ever so lightly, like a faceted gemstone would, because that sweet little sterling hoop has divots in it to give it a little sparkle. This is the 2-incher, not going to lie. Going to predict the 2-incher is going to go first. Why? Because everybody's doing big. And by now, since the hoop is kind of its own category in the dictionary of jewelry, everybody pretty much has the standard 1-inch, half-inch, 1.5. But if you don't, we also have the 1.5 seen in the middle, and this is a 1.25. And you're going to see right there, as we get in for a nice little close shot, you're going to see those divots that I was talking about. What I love about them is they're gingerly spaced. This is not an overly done diamond cut piece that looks incredibly encrusted with texture. The diamond cutting is really, really nicely spaced. It's really ever so gingerly peppered in there, just to give your standard great basic hoop a little sass. And for between $22 and $26, this is case in point why we love QVC for sterling. This is case in point why we love QVC for great basics, because normally if you go to retail, as I look for a swatch and let's try a little denim, normally if you go to retail for a 2-inch hoop, there's no way you're paying $26 for 925 sterling. And this is a great starter piece if you've never tried sterling with us. I adore sterling. They call it the noble metal, a precious metal, the most affordable of them. The one that it's kind of like move over gold and, you know, just completely get over yourself platinum, because everyone's all about the sterling right now because there's so much shine, there's so much mirror finish, there's so much great luster to it. And yet in these, for a great basic pair of hoops for under 30 bucks, and I won't lie, I would so, if you can, do the bigger. And I'm going to lean over and show you on me. And by the way, there's a bridge bar here. Real quickly, why we like that. The delicacy of this hoop makes it a very, very kind of classic piece. Not too big and chunky and fashion forward. You see that just ever so faint sparkle there. The bridge bar is what's going to make this delicate, dainty, fine sterling hoop stable and secure. So that when you're grabbing it on the go, throwing it on with those kind of, you know, and you can, because a hoop this simple and yet this basic can be worn with everything from yoga pants to capri pants. When you're throwing it on really quick to get out the door and run the kids to whatever it is, you're not going to bend it. It's going to hold its structure. I'm gonna put this on real quick because we have about a minute left, but I think this is a really tremendously basic, beautiful, brilliant piece in these 3 hours with which to maybe even just start your sterling collection here at the Q. And I think the 2-inch is just like rocket, just stunning, because it's just big enough to have a little bit of trend, but it's just fine enough, that sterling tubing, to be delicate and on the ear and not look too chunky and not look too 20-something. And again, no matter the size you get, you know, it's under $30. So these will be the hoops that you put on with everything. And metallics are in right now, so my gosh, if you're wearing any kind of cute, embellished anything, accessories or sandals that have a little pop of gold or the silver or the bronze or the pewter or the gunmetal, oh, sterling is your metal. The 2-inch is, as predicted, exceptionally limited. I love the 1 1/4. By the way, those are great. You know, remember, this is our last silver style before Mother's Day in May. So this is going to be an awesome 3 hours for picking up gifts for your mom who loves jewelry. And those hoops were a great basic if she doesn't really have a pair of hoops and she's been living in the land of like pearl and diamond studs. Now, another great gift idea for her for Mother's Day if she wants to kick it up a little fashion style, or you've got a teen on your list who's graduating in June, a great Chelsea Taylor bead drop earring done in 3 colors. This is the only show at that price. They are debuting brand new today, and yet they're not going to sit at that introductory price long. When the show is over, the price is over. And they've got all that cute little ball dropping in Times Square bling, but they're on a lever back, and there's a sweet drop to them that makes them wearable for tweens and also really fun for your mom if she just wants to do slight trend without going overboard. These are absolutely beautiful. New today, remember, the most new of any silver style show we brought you since the beginning of the year. This as well is the only show at that debut introductory price, would you believe, in solid sterling or in 14 karat, it might be even 18, I'll have to check, plate, that's $26 for 14 karat touching your ear. And I love the silhouette of that ribbon. It almost looks like that Chinese ribbon that you see on Chinese New Year. They run through the streets with the ribbon banners, because the ribbon is not perfectly twisted. It's kind of like a wide freeform twist. And the fascia of the metal, especially the 14 karat for $26, is almost like wearing a makeup mirror on your ear. So here we go. My buyer, who I know is probably up this morning because she's got a little baby, she was so thrilled to bring this piece to you, and I'm just going to inch it back towards me so I can play with it. Cool piece. Cool piece. Who's doing keys? Everybody. Who am I talking about? The Blue Box Jeweler that has an exquisite prestige line of key necklaces and charms right now. Everybody is doing them. You know, the key to my heart, the key of success, whatever it is. This is a sterling silver 925 key. If you can go a little closer, you'll see it is married the key trend in jewelry with organics and nature, because it's all given ridges to mimic a key carved out of bamboo, which is exactly why, brand new today, at under $38, which is extraordinary, on a 24-inch long chain. That's a sterling chain made in Italy. The value is gorgeous, but the look is so hot. And now keys are so big. And Christy, our buyer, she couldn't wait to bring this to you guys. You know, she wanted to bring you a key because everyone's doing keys. I mean, come on, you know the store I'm talking about. I'm not even sure why I can't say it. And maybe if, you know, you give me a little time throughout the morning, I'll just dive into the deep end, and I will. But for now, we'll just allude to it. The blue box jeweler that has that whole magical collection of diamond keys for pendants and charms. And by the way, speaking of charms, I would so add your own and do a whole charm necklace on this one. By the way, as well, let's get our ruler. I'm never good with it, but let's see how it goes. And you'll see it when I come back, but it's about a 2 3/8 inch drop, and I love the length on this because it's got that kind of swaggy, low-slung fashion look. The bead chain is awesome. I would chunk up other charms. Maybe if you've got some gemstone pieces, enhancers that you can add to this, maybe use the bead chain as a fashion-forward way to wear a Judith Ripka enhancer on the days you're not wearing the bamboo. But I love the key story, especially for graduation or for Mother's Day, because, you know, the key to my heart, you know, if your child is graduating from grad school or from college, you know, the key to success as she or he runs off into the corporate world and tries to make it big. Keys are so magical. I mean, you know, Alice in Wonderland, didn't she have like a ginormous key that she tried to unlock that door with? There's something about the key that's just, I don't know, prestige or you know, just has something about it that tells a story. There's a story within a story. And everybody is doing keys right now. So I just think it's beautiful. Again, now that you're back with me, I'll do the ruler. We've got about 2 3/8 inches here. This is brand new. And if you've been looking for that silhouette of a key, and some of them, I won't lie, to get a diamond key, you normally, it's like an itsy bitsy key that you can barely see and people have to get really close to you or they have to wear extremely high strength glasses. This is very, very fashion forward, which is what I adore about it. Also what I love about it is just the idea that, you know, in summer when you're wearing like a great little t-shirt, but you're wondering how to kick it up and make it something special, adding a great piece of sterling jewelry, a great piece of sterling jewelry that has a real story to it. Love this piece. Love, by the way, the sheen on that, and love the ridges and the organics all up and down that key silhouette. We're going to power the phones because we've got lots of friends on this Easter morning who are calling in to talk to us, and I'm thrilled. It's Sheila in Georgia. How are you, Sheila?
I am doing fantastic.
I'm so glad. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you.
Yeah, great morning. Are you picking something up from the show already?
I picked up the 2-inch hoop earrings.
Yay! They're right over here. Hang on. I'm just going to lean over. And
listen, my daughter told me that I need to step it up a notch. That when we go out sometimes to a restaurant, she want me to look a little funky.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to so use that today. She wants you to step it up a notch. How old's your daughter?
My daughter is 27.
Awesome. See, that's cool. You know,
I thought that was so cool.
Right?
So neat.
And see, I'll tell you, with that hoop and at that price point, because Sheila, you and I know those were $26, and that's not fake metal or silver tone, that's sterling. And because they're so fine, they're not chunky or bold, I think you're going to ease your way into like a bigger earring without feeling kind of like she's dragging you in there, kicking and fighting and screaming.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm ready for it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You got big plans for the Easter?
Yes, I do. We're going to go out to eat, and then we're going to go. I'm going to go with my daughter and her family. We're going to, you know, hunt Easter egg with the children.
Oh,
so it's going to be a great day.
I'm so glad. Well, God bless. Enjoy the brunch. There is nothing better than Easter brunch buffet.
Exactly.
Oh, have some French toast for me.
Thank you, and top of the world to you.
Oh, you as well, Sheila. You're awesome, and hi to your daughter.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Doesn't that just have a really cool look, that key hanging right there? Do you know that a very special someone to me not too long ago gave me an antique set of keys? So there's something symbolic and extraordinary and kind of very, I think, fairy tale about keys. So love that and love that look. And for that price, if you've been looking to add a key silhouette, there you go. I'm making a mess here, and I'm not even, my gosh, I'm not even like into the show. Can I just show you real quick? We're not gonna have time for a presentation on this. Chelsea Taylor, who brings us the serpent ring we're about to do now, the big, gorgeous, bold hot pick ring we're gonna do later, the inside out hoops that while we're there, I'll just show you. There you go. This is a cross that I'm showing you in honor of Easter. A real fashion-forward cross, again, all done in solid sterling with those Swarovski crystals. And if you're looking for a cross to add to your collection, if you collect them or just in honor of the holiday, ask about this one. I don't have the item number for you, but it's something that we don't have enough time to present, and they can tell you what the item number is. It comes in 3 colors. This is a really awesome. Remember, whole first hour is under $50, so early birds unite. You are tuning in, and it was well worth setting the alarm and perhaps catching us before you go off to Sunday services. This is the trend in critters, and I couldn't be more tickled that Chelsea Taylor, the brand and the designer, the father who named it after his daughter, did this. Because I will tell you, from Cleopatra to like Kate Winslet, everybody is doing serpents and snakes and python. Under $50, all solid sterling. But what you see here, which I think actually is a little bit more remarkable to see on the hands, so Joe, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to cheat this into the shot. Is that cool? Is that cool? And what that is, again, is Chelsea Taylor, known for all of that gradiating ombre, kind of dark to light colorscaping of Swarovski crystals that are all hand set into a compound that's colored, that then is hand placed into a crevice in the sterling silver. The serpent who's wrapped himself around your finger, which is so fashion forward, it's a bypass style. So I highly recommend this for any finger, but I love it on like a finger, like an index finger or even a middle finger. But he has red Swarovski crystal eyes. He, by the way, is one of those great looks that I just think for summer, the quickest way to sass up a cute little in and out kind of outfit, a nothing pair of denim or a little legging with a tunic or a breezy, gauzy, breathy caftan over shorts, is to add something hot that gives it some personality. And the other thing I just want to say is, you know, I just think this is really cool because I had never really seen until just the past few months, because it's been exploding in fashion, the idea of critters. Everybody's doing critters. Everybody's doing owls and lizards and frogs and ladybugs and serpents, which plays into that whole other python chic snakeskin theme. And this one is so delicate, yet I love the black crystals that almost mimic black diamonds. $44 for really what I think is an extraordinary little piece of exotica. And you know, serpents and that whole trend, which, you know, back in Cleopatra's day, remember she wore that whole serpent thing? Remember, that was Omega style and ridged all the way up her arm? So it's a look that's been around forever. I'll tell you real quick, because I'm going to show you something that's coming up later, that is a hot pick, and I just need to find the right color because it's the one that's debuting today. So these are the, here, I'll put him back on my finger. And again, you can face him towards you or away from you. It doesn't matter. These are the inside-out hoop in the brand new color black, which match the serpent. This hoop is customer top rated. Is that encrusted with goodness? So there's another Chelsea Taylor sterling piece that's coming up ever so shortly, which matches beautifully back to the serpent. But I just think, you know, it's fun. It's fresh. I think it was Sheila that just called in from Georgia, and she was like, you know, her daughter told her, honey, you got to kick it up a notch. So I just love the idea of peppering these slight little pieces, tastes of trend into your wardrobe. And rings are a great way to add a little pop of confidence and bold into your repertoire for spring, summer, because, you know, your hands are going to get a little tan. We're taking the gloves and the mittens off because everything's about shedding layers and wearing cute little tank tops. So a ring, if you're not an earring girl and you're all about, no, I can't do a necklace, I'm not a necklace girl, then rings are great, great little style pops, especially for the season. Now, fewer than 600 remain in our serpent. Size 9 is now last call. Really, really great ring. Okay, so here is the Chelsea Taylor cross necklace that I was telling you about. 3 color waves, kind of like a purple eggplant lilac. There's lime green, and then there's clear crystal that mimics diamonds, yet they're all Swarovski. I will tell you too, that is clearance price. Not enough time for a full presentation, but you can look at the retail value. I collect crosses. It's very gothic. All of that sterling is really beautiful. And then here's the ring, which, by the way, Sam, can I grab this big hot pick ring in the coral shade? Oh, wait, it's sitting here next to me. It's too early on a Sunday morning. Sorry, everybody. It's a customer top rated. The black, I believe, is the brand new color. You have 5 to choose from. All of those are hand placed crystals. I believe the Easy Pay is a first time. And it's a big, bold, concave, gorgeous, like paparazzi bulbs flashing illustration of what the Chelsea Taylor brand does so beautifully. And here are the Inside Out hoop earrings, which, by the way, are a hot pick. We have 3 hot picks in these 3 hours. We have never done that since the beginning of a year in a Silver Style show. These are customer top rated. The black is the new color. When I saw these, I gasped in a really good way, not like a bad way, because the stones are done inside and outside. So it's literally drunk with crystals. It's so beautiful. And hoops are great, but I'm kind of enjoying the idea of hoops that are not perfectly round. And wow, those are not. They're really kind of oblong, which is a beautiful, really, really flattering silhouette. If you like this, which is long and freeform and reminds me of a much more affordable Robert Lee Morris piece, all done in sterling, it's coming up. And then we're much like a fine wine cellar takes you into the private reserve, like the special room with 200-year-old bottles. Keshi, private reserve collection, very rare, hard to get, don't know when they'll come back. 2 lengths coming up that match the Today Special Value that's coming up that is extraordinary and like $35 for real pearls. All right, so happy Easter if you're just tuning in. So much new in this 3 hours that we've never before brought you, including what we're about to bring you, which is a great way of saying, wow, if for some reason on this holiday morning, if you decided to tune in, you are a lucky duck, and a happy Easter to you. So these are really nifty, and I'm going to pull out my purple swatch for these, and in a second I think you'll see why, because one of the choices is purple. So these are brand spanking new. And remember, everything in this first hour is under $50, and yet it's all $925 sterling. Our prices, our selection, and I say that because in color and with finish, satin finish, and diamond cutting here, you would never be able to find this earring at retail for this price, even if you could find it at retail. So these are a dropped angle earring that I honestly think in your 3 choices is so beautiful. It's such a classy, posh way to do a drop trend earring. There is your purple. So that's going to be a purple and a sterling, a purple plate. You've got a satin and a high polish, and I'll tell you right now, the diamond cutting to me is what makes the whole thing look like a sterling ribbon within a ribbon. Now you also have the solid sterling. There's your concavity or your concave, which makes them sit and move beautifully on the ear. And then I'll tell you, this is what I think is the greatest, gorgeous, gorgeous value here. When you say gold, guys, that is 14 karat satin finish over sterling. And can you see the movement here? It is a hoop within a hoop. And that's 14 karat for $34 and change. So first I'll show you the drop on these because I just think they're so precious and pretty. Hang on, let me fix you right there. So the drop on these is about 2 1/8 of an inch. The lever back is always going to be the most secure mechanism, which is why as well it's used typically in the finest of jewelry, the platinum world, the diamond world. So whenever you see it done in an affordable metal like sterling, that is an extremely labor and time intensive way to go. These are great to me. I mean, maybe you don't like them, but these are great to me, and I'll tell you why. New today, if you're in the market for a big, bold look of an earring, but you're kind of wanting to keep it a little classic, the satin finish, which kind of makes it that scratch finish, that buff finish, that texture, that matte finish, I just think it gives the earring a luxe, along with that sweet high polished diamond cut border that's done on either side of the O, which is just great because everybody's doing geoprints. So it's a great way to carry the geometric theme from fashion up to your ear. I also love that these look a little larger on the bust, but when you get them on the ear, there's a delicacy and a femininity to them. And when y'all come back, I want to show you something that they match because this is coming up. There is a necklace on a triple leather cord with the exact same satin finish diamond cut border that matches beautifully. How fantastic is that? So wanted to show you a pairing piece if you wanted to create a wardrobe here. And that's a triplet. The earrings are a doublet. 14 karat in your one choice for $34 and change, which is why this first hour is probably the most remarkable in terms of affordable value to tune in for. for sweet treats. But I just love a dangle earring for spring, summer because you're going to pull your hair back. You're going to go to the beach. Again, we're popping on some of the most basic of tees and T-shirts and tank tops and cotton sundresses we got at the big box store for $20 because they're easy and they're breezy and you throw them on with a flip-flop. That's a sweet way to dress those fashion items up. But also, you know, that's a great, gorgeous work earring. Now, if you are loving your sterling as much as I am, but you're not so much loving goopy creams and smelly polishes and you hate it when it all tarnishes, wait until you see our good friend Jerry LaStella come by with something we call Speedy Plate. It's been around for over 60 years and at QVC about 15. It's $16. This is how you are literally getting the tarnish off of your sterling silver in like seconds flat. It is absolutely, I think, a must-have in your sterling wardrobe, meaning you're going to keep this one under the kitchen or the bathroom sink. And it's so easy and actually fun to do. You dunkaroo all your pieces, even your faceted gemstones, just not pearls. And that stuff is going to come off, and I mean the tarnish, in no time flat. So stick around for that. Mary Margrell is going to be here. She's an inspirational jewelry designer. She works with a lot of celebrities. You've seen her pieces in Nordstrom's. I am blessed. Oh, I hope I am. I mean, I know I am, but I also hope on this day of all days that, boy, oh boy, the blessings just keep coming. This is a bead chain, dog tag style. This is the very last show you're going to be able to get it at that price. Well under $1 a day, and there's a cultured freshwater pearl dangling from those 3 charms on a bead chain, and the pearl could pair beautifully back to the white choice and the Today Special Value. So that's a great option for you. Oh, and don't forget this bracelet. So there's a story behind the bracelet. It's called the Evil Eye Bracelet. I own it. I picked it out. We sold it out on Creed's Silver Day back in the fall. And each one of these little glass evil eyes is good luck in Greece and Turkey and the Mediterranean. And they all sit and float in those sterling links. And I'll tell you what the story is behind the evil eye, because I have good friends that live in Greece. So I own a lot of evil eyes, and I love the evil eye. So this is really exceptional because we're about to go to Italy for under $50. How cool is that? This entire first hour is under $50. You're getting 2 chains here that feel like a whisper. They are that extraordinary, I said it earlier, from Cleopatra to up to Kate Winslet. They are that extraordinary chain that we call the Omega. It's been around really that long. You're getting 2 of them. You're choosing 18 or 20 inches. Here are the 2 that you're getting. You're getting an 18 karat. Yes, for that price, I know it's crazy. Yellow gold plated Omega. Can you see that? That just bends like wire. Feels like a feather, and that's all 18 karat touching your skin. But you're also getting, this is really, I think, tremendous for the sparkle power. This is all sterling that almost looks like sequins, and it's braided. 2 of these you are getting. 8.5 grams of sterling in the 18-incher, and you're getting 2 for that price, well under $50 here. And for the 20-incher, you're getting about 9 grams of sterling silver. But the important part for me is the classicness of this shape and silhouette. To get 18 karat plate touching your skin for under $50 and 2 necklaces. Love the idea of wearing them together because two-tone, again, this is made in Italy. So the idea of Italians doing sterling, you really know them for gold. But the idea of two-tone and even tricolor, they love that. That's very en vogue or in vogue right now. You could put an enhancer or a pendant, charms, anything you want on here. I just think it's a gorgeous basic, just beautiful. You know, and of course it's that flexible, very fine tailored look that we love about Omegas. So great value, a great basic, a great set of 2. You could wear them separately, and it's a great wardrobe for you because you can wear the 18 karat plate for that price with your gold on the day. And if you're a girl that likes to kind of straddle both fences, on some days you're feeling like silver medals, you can wear the silver, and then on some days you want to mix them, you can wear both together, which I think is a great look. We have an update, and then we're going to go to the phones. The 20-inch is now limited to 300 remaining, and then that's all she wrote. We are going to go to Jane, who's standing by in Pennsylvania. Jane, how are you? Happy Easter.
Hi, happy Easter to you too.
It's good to have you talking with us this morning.
Oh, this jewelry is absolutely beautiful.
Jane, I have to say, it's 20 before 9. I'm so glad you woke up early.
I was up at 6.
I tell you, I have a feeling it's for Jesus today and not for me, but I got to tell you.
Well, Hey, you got to splurge a little bit now and then.
Amen, honey. And everything in this first hour is under $50
I
and all
know.
sterling, and in
Gorgeous.
this case, 18 karat.
Absolutely gorgeous.
What are you picking up?
Well, I got the Chelsea Taylor bypass snake ring with
Hold.
agave crystals.
Hold that thought. I'm going
That
in.
is gorgeous.
I'm going in for mine in my little box here, and yet I can't find mine in my little play box. But we'll
It's
flash it
got
up
the little red eye. Oh, it's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
with the little red serpent eyes. Yeah.
Serpent eye. Oh,
Awesome.
I feel like Cleopatra.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I just want to show you an earring. Do you like Chelsea Taylor?
Yes, very
You
much.
do. So you're very familiar with her pieces.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so here are the inside-out hoop earring that
Yeah,
in
they're
black
pretty.
match the serpent. So just wanted to tease you with another big
Oh,
wow.
they're pretty. Yeah,
Pretty, pretty.
very nice.
And we also have the ring. I don't mean to make you drool.
The
but
ring's going to sell out, I guarantee it. You don't see snake rings looking that gorgeous for that price.
I know, right? The snake ring, the big hot pick ring, they're gorgeous.
Yes, beautiful.
What are you doing today?
Well, I'm going to go out and do some gardening.
Good.
And then my aunt just got back from Florida, and some of the family were going over to her house to eat for Easter.
Good.
And it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous again.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, we're in Pennsylvania.
And wait till I get that ring. I was going to say, where did you get that snake ring? I've never
know,
seen
right?
a snake ring. And I'm going to say, watch QVC and get one at a good
I
See,
have
nobody
to
gets up early like I do.
see, and I have to tell you, today was the day to wake up early and be an early bird.
Yes.
And I have to tell you too, since you probably already know, sterling silver is really the it metal right now. And yet, sterling silver at retail, boutiques, department stores,
Oh,
you cannot get these
outrageous.
prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, I'm so glad you tuned in.
And I think I already have 20 rings, but I had to get the snake ring.
I'm so glad. Yeah,
I
think
need 15 more fingers.
I hear you, girl. Start using your toes.
Okay.
No one will judge you. Have a great Easter,
Thanks,
Jane.
have a great Easter.
Bye.
Okay, bye now.
He's slithering his way to Jane as we speak. So here is a quick wrap up of a very popular piece in the show. Again, about 19 minutes left before we're gonna hop above the $50 price point and start bringing you some really luxurious items. So definitely stick around. But this is a set of two. This is a little locket-style medallion that on the back hides something very special: the Serenity Prayer. You know the prayer? God grant me the serenity to change to accept the things I cannot change. We'll read it to you coming up. I think today of all days when we dive into our faith, or maybe you just are looking for a spiritual awakening. We have some pieces in the show, including that charm necklace from Mary Margro, who I think really could perhaps turn a life around or give you hope and faith and inspiration on the days you need it. So stick around for that. All right, so a couple things do want to share with you. This is coming up. Yes, it's J48251. It is a big, bold, gorgeous. It is the last show at that price before the price goes up. And believe it or not, that is a swag of geometric concave O's in a scratch satin finish, married with a high polish, in a bib-style necklace on 5 easy payments, not even $1 a day. That's really a centerpiece. That's a talking point. That really is one that's going to get everybody looking and listening and drooling. And by the way, colors of sterling, including 14 karat plate in a stretch bracelet, coming up. For nothing money, I would get so many and just gunk them up. And then from really affordable to super luxe, this is Arte d'Argento. This is our premium silver line that's made in Italy. These are all gemstones, onyx carnelian faceted gorgeous, attach your own charms, and some big sterling puff hearts are on the way. All right, so we're gonna dive in to this next ring, which I just think is so awesome. It's a spinner ring, and I'm actually going to show it to you on my finger, if y'all don't mind. So from appearances, it has that, first of all, the weight is out of control good. It feels like a piece of platinum. It is so heavy. And for that price, $33, it looks, because it has both a high polish and a satin finish, and there are Roman numeral X's all the way around that band, it kind of looks just like a very classic, almost like a body double for your wedding band or a men's wedding band. Every fine jeweler including the blue box one and the red box one, are doing Roman numeral jewelry. It's a very posh line of jewelry they offer, but in this case, this spins. This ring is made in Turkey. And everything, do you see that, even the textured rope border? They're all 3 separate pieces that spin in the center. Kind of like when you wear worry beads and throughout the day you are stressing out and you grab the beads and you start, kind of rubbing them and massaging them because you just need something to talk you down off the ledge. This is so great because suddenly it becomes putty in your fingers and you play with it and you spin it as you wear it, which is why I love it. So much sterling here for the price, guys, so much sterling. And whether it's your 10th anniversary, whether, again, we go all the way up to size 11 on this one. So if you have a man in your life who can fit a size 11, he could wear this. I think absolutely. It has a very masculine Roman feel to it because of those Roman numerals. The diamond cutting is very fine, very delicate, very gorgeous. Looks like a very Roman-inspired piece to me. And I just think, when it comes to really clever creative pieces, Stephen Lavaggi does some inspiration pieces, some rings with the Footprints Prayer, and also Hope, Faith, Patience. And his are sterling spinner rings. And it was the first time that I had ever learned and seen and read about or felt or worn a spinner ring. And I love it because you do this with it. Can y'all see? You do that. And it's so classic. If you're traveling, to Europe or to New York City or going somewhere cool for the summer vacation and you don't want to wear your wedding set, this is such, I think, a gorgeous class act of a delicate, beautiful wedding band. And the inside shows you how much sterling we're dealing with. By the way, you always with sterling want to check out that 925 stamp. Growing up in Mexico, the number one thing I learned very first of all, if you want to know if it's real, you look for the stamp. So 925 if it's in there, and you can see the Turkey stamp because this is made in Turkey. So a beautiful, beautiful piece, really weighty. Wish I had some gram weights on sterling here. Wish I also could tell you this was silk fit because though technically it's not, feels like it. This thing glides over that knuckle like melted butter. And I just think the look of it, you could even stack some other fine rings in there if you wanted to. But just on its own, a really bold band of a ring. And everybody's doing band rings now. They're racking them and stacking them and wearing them on their own. But I do love the idea of wearing it, as a very cool, also too, if your wedding ring or set was set in 18 karat, but you've suddenly over the years become a white metal girl, but you can't afford to get the whole wedding set redone in platinum. This is a great way to give yourself something that is really wearable, doesn't have a big protruding faceted stone sitting up high and mighty, and that one's under $34, guys. So we're nearing the end of our first hour that everything is under $50. And we have the most amount of new in this entire 3 hours than we've ever brought you in a Sunday Silver style since the beginning of 2010. So lots of big reasons to stay tuned, including some inspiration pieces, including a Today Special value that's $35, and it's an 11mm pair of button pearl earrings in colors for spring and Easter. So stick around while I choke. I think it's time for me to take a sip of my coffee. Wish you a happy Easter and meet you all back here for 2 more hours of Silver Style.
Close your eyes and count away. No, don't, 'cause I can't wait. Everything is free in this field of fantasy. We can hear the singing sun. We can feel the air is soft. And whatever hurt we're wearing.
You want to see something really cool coming up? This is all braided fabric, done by hand, braided, and then those are all sterling 925 beads that are all hand strung into the most, I think, interesting mixed media kind of fabric meets metal meets industrial chic yet classic piece that's coming up in a great swagger on the neckline. By the way, neckline, Private Reserve Keshi pearls coming up that match the Today Special value, the Today Special value, the Today Special value, $35, 11mm. Cultured freshwater button pearls. And do you see that almost looks like it was artisan formed, hand formed, oversized shepherd's hook of a hook? That is a brand new hook that lends itself to a brand new drop design on the ear. So the pearl is huge. The whole thing is great. It's on the way. And I think we've spoken just since the beginning of this show, which is almost an hour in, something like, 200, 600, something like that. Am I guesstimating my numbers? Yes. All right. So here is a Chelsea Taylor piece. That matches a Chelsea Taylor piece. That matches, by the way, a Chelsea Taylor piece. These are all coming up. But we're going to dive in right now to this one as I stretch all the way over. All right, so what is this? New today, brand spankin' new, love it. Looks like a Times Square New Year's Eve ball dropping. This is, I think, a great little graduation gift or a great little Mother's Day gift for the mom who, like a mom called in earlier and she said her daughter who's 27 wants her to kick it up just a little bit. How sweet are the little sparkly bead balls that dangle from your ear? And can you see how it's really dark and gradiated on bottom? And then when they hang from your ear, there's kind of like that getting lighter to the top, getting lighter, and then finally go up to clear. Again, this is the signature marquee of the Chelsea Taylor line. These are all Swarovski crystals. These are the green. These down here are what we call our purple. And these down here are our blue. Again, just want to make you aware. Purple, hang on, I'm stretching again. Don't anyone go anywhere or worry that I'm going to fall over. If I do, I'm sure someone will save me. This is the only show at that price. Again, blue matches blue. Again, is that fabulous or what? The idea here is color. Big, bold, sprightly, fresh, almost like a live color for spring. That Chelsea Taylor, the line of Swarovski crystal, does with crystals hand set in a colored compound that then is hand set into the sterling, that then if a crystal, any single one, are broken while they're hand setting, they have to start over. It is a very fashion-forward line that we just started pretty much in the past year here at QVC. And I just think these are so whimsical. They're such a fun step up from like a pearl stud or a diamond stud. A little bit of dangle. You know, that's a lever back closure. They're never going to come off your ear. A little bit of sparkle, but not so fussy like a diamond. You know, there's a little bit of color there to match the bright pops of color we're seeing in spring fashion. It's a little fashion-forward, but not too much for your mom for Mother's Day in May. Just a little something, something. And if you want to pretend like maybe the green looks like peridot, maybe the purple to you is amethyst, maybe that blue is a little bit of kind of light to dark sapphire, it's up to you. But I just think Chelsea Taylor stuff is phenomenal. And Vicenza is a big jewelry fair that takes place every year in Italy where you see all the trends in both fashion and fine jewelry. What do you think is going on right now? Color. What else? Crystal. What else? Color. What more? Swarovski. Everybody's doing it. Everybody is doing it. So I just think that these are precious and sweet for $34. You'll pop them on with everything, and because of that lever back, you will absolutely forget that you're wearing them. You'll fall asleep with them. You will sunbathe with them. And we've got an update for you on these. We started with 1,200 of these. The green is 6 dozen remaining. In the purple, 150 remaining. And in those blue, 250. And by the way, if you want the ring, it's J8570, first time ever on the Easy Pay. It's coming up, and it's a hot pick on the day, and I'm only missing one color. It's Lori in West Virginia. Hi, Lori. Happy Easter.
Shawn.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm really good. I'm really good. Happy holiday.
For a prettier day in West Virginia.
I am so pleased. God is good.
Oh, finally, finally.
What are you picking up today?
I actually picked up the little spinner ring.
Cool. Hang on. Where are you, little spinner? Here is the little spinner that Lori just picked up. Have you ever had a spinner ring?
No, and I know I'm going to play with it all day long.
Oh, can I tell you? I'm not going to lie. I'm OCD, and I get stressed out by just the easiest little things. This I would wear and spin on my finger all the time just to kind of de-stress me during the day.
That's what I was thinking.
Right?
And it's just the prettiest one I've ever seen.
Isn't it great?
It's so sparkly. It's beautiful.
And when you get it home, you're going to get it out of the box. Hang on, I have to unload here. You're going to put it in your hand, and it's going to be like, oh, it's so heavy. It feels like platinum.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Nice choice. Really nice choice.
Well, thank you. A lot of beautiful things already this morning.
I cannot lie. Of all days that I should sub for Jill Bauer, who is always here with you guys once a month for Silver Style, I get the 1 3-hour show where we've got the most new of anyone we've ever brought you this year. So you picked up a really great piece.
Chelsea Taylor stuff is gorgeous.
Right? Yeah, we like her stuff.
Beautiful colors for Easter.
I know. Yeah, and beautiful colors on that Today's Special Value, too, so I hope you can stick around and see that presentation.
I haven't actually seen that yet.
Wow. Well, Lori, hold on. I mean, even though we're running out of time, what the heck? What is time when a girl and pearls unite? Hold on.
You got that right.
Look at those. In fact, sorry, Chelsea, but we got to move you over because this is really good. Lori, this is the colors of Easter and spring done in pearls for $35, and they are coming up on the way.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, right? And I'm wearing the melon, which I just think is precious and beautiful. So thanks for calling in on this holiday morning.
Thank you. You have a wonderful Easter.
You as well. You as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, so the earring, Chelsea Taylor, sweet little bead drop if you want something more than a stud, but something not too big as a big oversized hanging, dangling chandelier thing. Green is now gone. Purple and blue. Now we got about 100 in the blue. We have about 4 dozen in the purple, and then that's all she wrote. All right, so we're going to go take a quick break. We're going to let you get a coffee or a tea. We'll meet you right back here for what will kick off our second hour of Silver Style. And now we're going to kick it up a notch.
Ah, the anticipated arrival of spring is finally here. Make a clean sweep to get your home in shape for the new season. Save time, money, and effort. Over 10 hours of shows and daily online-only offers to help you clean and organize your house. Clean Sweep, now through Friday on QVC and QVC.com. From jewelry to fashion, find out how to pull it all together with QVC's Designing Men. 21 hours over 4 days, anniversary celebrations, and select special offers from some of your favorite designers. Plus, don't miss our special Designing Men home decor selection only on QVC.com. Designing Men, this Wednesday through Saturday on QVC and QVC.com.
Springtime is the most exciting time of the year. When I work on my collection for QVC, I get all full of, I get tingly because I know, I actually feel this woman. I feel this customer, and I kind of know what she's going to respond to. So now it's just so easy for me to create this world, you know? It's so much fun. It's really fun.